Actually, I'm an artist. So that means I make stuff. I normally don't really paint because I like drawing more, and I make stuff like this, for example. So I'm trying to expand my abilities. So I went to IKEA and I bought 3 of these, which were on sale. So I paid 50 cents each, which means €1.50 for 3 canvases. I already painted one, and that became this. I'll try to run you through my process of how I come up with my ideas and how I make what I make. So we'll see where this takes us. Normally I just make TikToks, which is just my camera is there and I'm drawing, and I pick out like snippets of a second and I make a 7-second video to show what I made, and then there's a reveal at the end. So you can't really see my process in there. So I thought this could be really cool, could be absolutely horrible, I have no idea. The first step of this is of course to get an idea. So I'm just gonna sketch a few things and I'll update you when I have some ideas. Yeah, I know I look like shit, but it doesn't matter. I made some sketches. I had a lot of trouble coming up with a decent idea. So I started off with someone sitting while his head would go. I thought that would be a better idea to do as a normal drawing, so I made this in the meantime. So I got sidetracked. I wanted to find another idea, and I got to do this one. Cool. But then I thought, I am not a good painter, so I wouldn't get this right. Because, as I said, I'm not a painter. I'm much more confident in my drawing skills than I am in my painting skills. So I got a bit further in, and I got this idea, which is a funny looking fella. I wasn't convinced that that would look good in this size. So my final idea, and the idea I'm gonna go with, is this one. It is a tree with a silhouette of a man with a briefcase and a lot of fog. I don't know what I'm saying. The only thing I don't know yet is what color I'm gonna use. So I will be looking at my paints, just seeing what I have the most of, because I don't have any money to buy more. Wait, I'm gonna get them. You can't see this, right? These are the ones I'm gonna use. I do have a lot of black and white and 2 kinds of red. I'm gonna use probably some brown for it not being super red, so I can get more variation in my colors. Some yellow to mix in there, and I'll probably do the moons or the suns in the background in a complementary color, so that will be green. There's a chance this is gonna turn out horrible. I guess I'm gonna paint the base layer. Anything I just told you? Not gonna happen. I changed plans. And you're stupid for believing I was actually gonna do that. All 7 of you. Okay, so this time I actually filmed me sketching. My new idea is to paint a woman which has extremely long hair. The hair is going up, very curly, and is holding a sword at the top right that is going through her hair, so it kind of looks intertwined with the hair. I notice a lot of my drawings have these medieval dark fantasy kind of feeling and themes, which isn't always on purpose. I just really like the dark fantasy style of things like Berserk or Dark Souls, or I really love Lord of the Rings, and the medieval fantasy thing is I think is really cool, so I draw a lot of inspiration from that. It's not always on purpose, but that's also the reason why I like drawing swords. I have drawn swords a lot over the past couple of months, so here's a few examples of that. I make some notes in my sketchbook because I'm gonna do the entire background in red and I'm gonna do the hair black, but I didn't want to color anything because it's a sketchbook. I just needed to put my ID down, so I wrote some stuff down, like in the top left I wrote zwart, misschien met schaduw, we'll see. A lot of other things, just so I know what the ID is and I don't forget my ideas, and those are things that can change, that I'm not sure about, and I'm just gonna see in the moment how I feel about doing it that way. And now you can actually see me draw, yay! So next step is to go start the painting. I'm gonna paint the base layer. I'm in my room. Normally I would do this outside, but it's raining, so I don't think that will go very well. So I'm doing this here, which is kind of scary because I don't want to mess up my floor. So I'm gonna use this, which is a wooden plank I normally use to put underneath my drawings because I don't like when they're flat on the table and I can look at them at a straight angle, but it has a lot of ink and lines and stuff on it, so it doesn't really matter if it gets dirty from paint. So I will use this to make sure I don't mess up my floor. The way I'm gonna do this, I don't know if it will work. I have this plate I use to put my paint on when I paint. This is all dried up so it won't blend with all these. I'm just gonna put a lot of colors on here. I don't use whites to make it not that dark because it will be pink and I don't want pink, I want red. I'm gonna use this paintbrush, I'm gonna put them on there. I'm not gonna mix them, I'm just gonna scrape some on my paintbrush and dabble it on there, so it will have a lot of texture and it won't be a flat color, because I also know this is gonna be a little bit transparent, which I hope will not be too much of a struggle, because maybe I'll have to do 2 layers of it. And I also hope that the blue of the original ugly IKEA canvas will I hope that the original blue won't have a too negative outcome on how this will look, because it is blue. This is not very blue, so maybe it will look too brownish. But we'll see, because I don't know. There's a chance it's gonna be kind of purple, which is fine by me as well. I'm just gonna see where this takes me, and you get a very cool time lapse instead. So enjoy. I'm gonna draw this onto there with a pencil. A lot of people use a lot of different techniques to perfectly trace that on there. I'm not one of those people. I just go off of what I drew and I'm gonna replicate it as close as I can. The sword is gonna change anyway. I still don't know what I'm gonna do with it or how I'm gonna draw it, but that's a problem for later. I'll see when I get there. my battery died of my camera. My camera is charging now. I thought I'd film this part on my phone so I can explain this really quick and I can continue because it's almost finished. I did the paint layer. Paint layer is fully finished, and now I'm gonna use some Panda oil pastels and some colored pencils to add all the finishing touches. So I either make this something cool or I completely destroy everything I worked for. Either way, can't turn back now, so we'll see where this takes us. It's finished. You can see the corner over here. Before I show you, I want to talk about a couple of things that happened because I didn't film a lot of the pencil work and stuff like that because my camera ran out of battery, as I said, and I just wanted to finish it today because otherwise it would be in 2 weeks because I'm going on a vacation and everything. So I gotta say I'm very happy with how it turned out. It didn't turn out the way I thought it would because I didn't use a lot of oil pastels. I used some of it for the sword itself, but that's it. I did use some Posca, which I didn't anticipate on doing, but it happened anyway, and it became a lot more drawing-ish than painting-ish. Because yeah, I guess I just always come back to drawing because it's just what I feel most comfortable doing. So besides that this is actually a painting, I still think it looks more like a drawing because of the way I used my Poscas and colored pencils and everything. So this mixed media art piece is finally finished, and here's the result. So thanks everybody for watching. If you want to see more content like this, let me know in the comments. So like the video so the algorithm knows that you like this and it gets to more people who like my style. And consider subscribing if you haven't already and you want to see more of this, because I am gonna keep doing this because I like making these videos. I like editing videos. That's the only reason I started this YouTube channel, to make something that I can edit, because I like editing and making content. Also go check out my Instagram and my TikTok, and see you in the next one.